I stayed in the hospital for 3 days, and for those 3 days, my phone stayed silent. I didn't receive a single call from my family. I didn't call anyone either. I didn't scroll through their Instagram feeds like I used to, trying to keep up with every little update in their lives. Instead, I just quietly rested in my hospital bed and dragged my weak body around for checkups and payments. Even on the day I was discharged, I didn't tell a soul. I simply packed my own things, endured the pain in my abdomen, and slowly made my way home. When I pushed the door open, the laughter inside the house abruptly stopped. Everyone was gathered in the living room. My fiancé Joel was sitting beside Yaida with his arm casually draped around her shoulders. The moment he saw me, he pulled his hand back and gave me an awkward smile.
Sophia, you're back. Where have you been these past few days?
My brother, Joshua Norton, let out a cold snort.
Where else would she have gone to? She just didn't want to show up to Yatette's birthday party. She always has to ruin things for her since she can't stand seeing Vivi happy.
I didn't say a word. I just headed straight for my room. Joshua seemed surprised that I didn't argue with him.
Wait, Sophia.
Normally, whenever he accused me of being selfish, I would break down in tears and desperately defend myself. But this time, I'd kept quiet. My mom rushed over to me with a glass of juice.
Sophia, we were so busy with Vivi's birthday the other day that we missed your calls. Don't be mad at us, okay?
She placed a glass of mango juice in my hand. Although my heart had long since stopped expecting anything, it still arced faintly. I was allergic to mangoes, but Evivine loved them. There was always mango-flavored food and drinks in the house because of that. But no matter how many times I reminded them, no one ever remembered that I couldn't have mangoes. I handed the glass back to Mom and quietly stepped back.
I'm not mad. I'll just go to my room.
Just as I turned around, a loud noise came from the living room. Dad abruptly stood up and slammed his hand on the table.
Why have you been walking around with that sour face ever since you came in? Your mother already apologized and even gave you your favorite drink. What's with that attitude? It looks like we've spoiled you too much.
My heart twisted, and even breathing hurt. Tears blurred my vision, but I still lifted the glass from Mom's hand and drank it all in one go. I then gently set the empty glass down and wiped away my tears. I calmly looked at Dad.
Yvette's the one who likes mangoes. I'm allergic to them. But it doesn't matter. I already drank it all. Can I go to my room now?
Sophia! Why didn't you say something earlier if you were allergic to it? Who told you to drink it? You're so stubborn.
Mom panicked and quickly patted my back. Dad looked embarrassed, but he still harshly replied,
You could have just explained yourself. You've always had that unlikable attitude. You're nothing like Vivi. She knows how to communicate.
Yvette's voice drifted over from the couch.
Dad, don't say that about Sophia. You'll make her sad.
She sounded gentle, but the smugness in her eyes was impossible to hide. Yvette had always used my dullness to highlight her perfection. No matter what it was, she loved comparing herself to me. She would only be satisfied when she got to trample me. I should have felt hurt, but my heart only felt numb. Even when faced with such humiliation, I felt no emotions anymore.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
The moment the words left my mouth, everyone in the room stared at me in shock. My obedience caught everyone off guard. After a brief silence, Dad finally said,
That's more like it. We're family. There's nothing we can't talk about. I only say these things for your own good.
Yeah, I know.
I obediently nodded with a numb smile fixed on my face. Upon seeing that I wasn't upset, they relaxed and returned to the living room with Yvette. I paused for a moment, then continued up the stairs toward my room. But just as I stepped onto the staircase, someone grabbed my wrist. Joel had come up beside me without my noticing. He leaned in close and whispered,
Are you really not angry?
His gentle tone made my eyes sting all over again. I felt a rush of grievance rise in my chest, but I could only shake my head. My throat tightened and I couldn't utter a single word. Joel, however, looked relieved. I knew you'd be the sensible one. You never get upset over the little things.
Actually, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
He turned his head away, avoiding my eyes.
We should postpone the wedding next week. I promised your sister that I'd take her to see the Northern Lights at Aurora Bay when she turns 18.
Now that her birthday's over, she won't stop begging me to keep my promise. So I thought, why not take the whole family along for a trip? What do you think? The invitations haven't gone out yet. It's just a wedding, so pushing it back a few days won't matter.
He said with a faint smile and a hint of affection in his eyes. After being abandoned 99 times, why would I still expect any love them? When I didn't respond, Jolie impatiently scratched his head.
Come on, Seth. Yvelle's never been abroad before. It's her first time going somewhere that far. As her family, we should be there for her. Besides, you've never seen the Northern Lights either. Think of it as an early honeymoon.
I didn't answer immediately. I lifted my head and looked straight at my heart flutter, now filled with nothing but entitlement and carelessness. Joel, do you even remember what I'm allergic to? Or my favorite color? The dish I like the most? The song I hum when I'm happy? With every question I asked, Joel's gaze splintered away a little more. He instinctively wanted to say something, but I gently raised my hand to stop him. You don't know, do you? After all these years together, you don't know the first thing about me.
Seth, what's the point of all this? We're talking about the wedding.
You're right. There's no point. You want to take Yevel to see the Northern Lights, you want to postpone the wedding, and you want me to be understanding and considerate? Fine. I've been sensible my whole life, but from now on, I never want to be that person again.
Sure.
What did you say?
I said, I agree to cancel the wedding.